When you think about vacations, a lot of things come to mind, right? You got your road trips, your flights to somewhere tropical, maybe even a staycation. But there's one type of trip that gets a really specific rap. I'm talking about cruises. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You hear the word cruise and immediately a picture pops into your head. Maybe it's your grandparents playing shuffleboard, or maybe it's just endless buffets and nothing else. It's like a whole thing. Well, I'm here to tell you that a lot of what you think you know about cruising might be, well, totally wrong. It's like thinking the Roots only play walk-on music. No, they are so much more. So today we are grabbing our nautical charts and our myth-busting gear, because we are about to tackle the top 5 biggest myths about cruising. We're going to dive deep, we're going to look at the facts, and we're going to find out what a modern cruise is really all about. It's going to be fun, it's going to be informative, and it might just change your mind about your next vacation. So get comfortable, maybe grab a little tiny umbrella for your drink to get in the mood, because this is going to be a fun one. If you've ever been on the fence about setting sail, or if you've sworn them off forever based on something you heard, this video is for you. Think you know cruises? Get ready, because we're about to make some waves. Think again. Let's get into it. All right, let's start with the big one, the one I hear all the time. The elephant in the stateroom, if you will, the fear of getting seasick. You're thinking, Alex, I can't do it. I get carsick just looking at a winding road on Google Maps. A whole week on the ocean? No way. I'll be spending my entire vacation best friends with the bathroom floor. I get it, I really do. The thought of that constant rocking and rolling is enough to make anyone a little queasy. It's a legitimate concern. Nobody wants their dream vacation turning into a week-long battle against nausea. That's not a vacation, that's just a really expensive watery version of the flu. But here's the thing, and it's kind of amazing. Modern cruise ships are not your grandpa's fishing boat, not even close. These things are massive, floating cities, and they are packed with incredible technology. The most important piece of tech for this myth, advanced stabilizers. These are like giant underwater fins that counteract the motion of the waves. It's like the ship has its own super sophisticated sense of balance. The result is that for the vast majority of the time on most major cruise lines, you barely feel any movement at all. You'll be walking down a hallway or sitting in a theater, and you'll completely forget you're even on the water. It's that smooth. It's wild. Now, what if you're super sensitive? First off, you've got options. You can book a cabin in the middle of the ship and on a lower deck. That's the natural balance point. You can pick an itinerary with calmer waters, like an Alaskan inside passage cruise. And if all else fails, there's always Dramamine, acupressure wristbands, or even a patch from your doctor. But honestly, most people are totally shocked by how stable these ships are. So, myth number 1? Pretty much busted. Okay, myth number 2. This one always makes me laugh a little. It's the idea that cruises are just boring. That you're stuck on a boat with nothing to do but stare at the ocean and count the hours until you get to the next port. The mental image is just you, a deck chair, and maybe a book you've already read twice. You're thinking, what am I gonna do all day? Shuffleboard? Bingo with the early bird special crowd? Is that it? It's this idea that a cruise ship is a floating retirement home where the most exciting part of the day is the Jell-O selection at dinner. I hear ya. The fear of being trapped and bored is real. But you guys, let me just say, if you are bored on a modern cruise ship, that is a choice. A serious choice. Because these ships are less like boats and more like floating theme parks, resorts, and entertainment complexes all rolled into one. You want activities? How about rock climbing walls, zip lines that go across the entire deck, and multi-story water slides? Some ships have surf simulators where you can learn to ride a wave. Others have ice skating rinks, laser tag arenas, and even go-kart tracks. Yes, you heard me. Go-karts at sea. It's like Mario Kart, but with better views and a higher chance of getting a tan. And that's just the daytime stuff. At night, the whole ship comes alive. We're talking full-scale, Broadway-style musical productions. Not like a high school play. I mean, these are incredible professional shows that would cost you $100 a ticket on land. There are comedy clubs with hilarious stand-up acts, live music venues playing everything from jazz to rock to salsa, piano bars where you can sing along, and nightclubs that go late into the night. You can go to a wine tasting, take a cooking class, watch a movie under the stars on a giant outdoor screen. You could literally do something different every single hour and still not experience everything the ship has to offer. So boring, not a chance. Let's talk about money, because that's a big one, right? Myth number 3 is that cruises are some kind of ultra-luxury thing that only rich people can afford. You see the pictures of the giant ships and the exotic locations and you think, yeah, right, that's gotta cost a fortune. I'd have to sell a kidney on the black market to afford a week on one of those things. You start adding it all up in your head. The room, the food for a whole week, the travel between cities, the entertainment. It sounds like the kind of price tag that would make your credit card burst into flames. It's a totally understandable assumption. Vacations are expensive and these look fancy. But this is where cruising has a secret superpower: value. You have to look at what's included in that one price you pay up front. Think about a regular land-based vacation. You pay for your hotel, then you pay for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, plus snacks. Then you pay for tickets to a show. You pay for transportation to get from place to place. All those little things add up so fast. On a cruise, most of that is already baked in. Your lodging? Included. Your transportation from port to port? Included. Most of your food, from the buffet to the main dining room? Included. And a ton of the entertainment, like the pools, the shows, the live music? You guessed it, included. When you actually break it down on a per-day cost, cruising is often way more affordable than a comparable land vacation. And there is a cruise for literally every budget. You've got your budget-friendly interior cabins on shorter sailings that can be an incredible deal. Then you've got your mid-range options with balconies. And yes, if you want to go all out, you can get a giant suite with a butler. But you don't have to. There are so many deals and packages out there. It's all about finding the right cruise line and the right time to go. So while you can spend a lot, you absolutely don't have to. The idea that it's exclusively for the wealthy is just not true anymore. Okay, this one is a classic. It's the stereotype you see in every movie. Myth number 4. Cruises are for the newlywed and nearly dead. You picture a ship full of retirees in matching tracksuits, moving slowly from the buffet to the bingo hall. The most exciting event on the schedule is the 4:30 p.m. early bird dinner seating. You're thinking, I'm in my 20s or 30s, or I have young kids. What am I going to do on that ship? There's going to be no one my age. The whole vibe is just going to be sleepy. It's a powerful image, and honestly, maybe 40 years ago there was a kernel of truth to it. But today, it couldn't be more wrong. The cruise industry has exploded, and it is so diverse now. Cruise lines have realized that different people want different things from a vacation, and they've built entire brands and ships to cater to them. You have cruise lines like Royal Caribbean or Carnival that are basically paradise for families. They have massive kids clubs, teen discos, water parks, and activities designed to keep everyone from toddlers to teenagers entertained all day long so the parents can actually relax. It's a win-win. It's better than a babysitter. It's a supervised fun zone. Then you have cruises for young adults. Virgin Voyages, for example, is an adults-only cruise line with a super cool modern vibe. They have tattoo parlors on board, drag queen brunches, and a focus on wellness and nightlife. It feels more like a floating boutique hotel in Miami than a traditional cruise ship. There are expedition cruises for the adventure seekers who want to see penguins in Antarctica or explore the Galapagos. There are massive party cruises centered around music festivals. The idea that all cruises are the same is like saying all restaurants are the same. You just have to find the one with the menu that's right for you. So this last myth, number 5, kind of ties a few of the others together. It's the idea that beyond eating and sitting, there's just nothing to do. You're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. The ports are the main event, and the time on the ship, the sea days, are just something you have to endure. You're imagining long, empty days. Maybe you'll walk around the deck a few times. Maybe you'll organize your sock drawer in your cabin out of sheer boredom. It's the fear that you'll feel confined and restless, just waiting to be set free on solid ground. It's the stuck on a boat feeling, part 2. But as you've probably figured out by now, this is so far from the truth it's not even in the same hemisphere. A sea day isn't a day of boredom. It's a day where you actually have time to explore the gigantic floating resort you're on. Let's just do a quick lightning round of things you can do on a typical large cruise ship. Ready? Here we go. You can swim in one of several pools, relax in a hot tub, get a massage at the spa, or work out in a state-of-the-art gym with an ocean view. You can play mini golf, basketball, or even try that go-kart track or surf simulator we talked about. It's like a 5-star resort that just happens to move. And there's more. You can drop the kids off at the supervised kids club where they'll have the time of their lives. You can take a dance class, attend a seminar on photography, or watch a cooking demonstration. You can go to the casino and try your luck. You can find a quiet library to read a book or hit up an art auction. You can see a matinee performance of the big stage show. You can do some duty-free shopping. Honestly, the biggest problem you'll have on a sea day isn't finding something to do. It's trying to decide what to do from the giant list of options in your daily planner. Boredom is not on the itinerary. So there you have it. 5 of the biggest, most common myths about cruising totally busted. From getting seasick to being bored to thinking it's only for your grandparents, we've seen that the reality of modern cruising is just completely different. It's more active, more diverse, and more affordable than most people think. It's not about being stuck on a boat. It's about being on a floating resort that takes you to amazing new places while you sleep. I really believe that with all the different types of ships and itineraries out there today, there is truly a cruise for everyone. Whether you're a family looking for fun, a couple looking for romance, or a solo traveler looking for adventure, it's an option worth exploring. It's a way to see the world without the stress of constantly packing and unpacking, and it offers incredible value for your vacation dollars. So the next time you hear someone say cruises are boring or expensive, you can tell them, actually. And then just send them a link to this video. I'd appreciate that. Thank you notes, I like those. But seriously, I hope this cleared up some misconceptions and maybe even got you a little excited about the possibility. Now I want to hear from you. That's the best part. Have you been on a cruise? What was your experience like? Or are there other myths you've heard that we didn't cover today? Let me know everything down in the comments below. I love reading them, I really do. And if you had fun busting these myths with me, please give this video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel for more travel tips and adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Alex, and I'll see you in the next video.